Hi everyone, Minute with the Moon, or it might be longer than a minute, we'll just go with the flow. I suspect so, actually, I'm in chill mode. I do not struggle alone in the wilderness of life. Whenever I need help, I ask for it. I'm not just saying that. That would be quite funny if I was just coming out with that. That's the affirmation with the polar bear fam on here, the cute polar bear fam. For Sunday, February 20th, 2022. I hope everyone's doing all right out there. I'm in my chill mode. There's a very magical blurring of timelines, very like Aquarius feeling, which is funny when we've just moved into Pisces. But I mean, magical sums up Pisces season, so I hope you're having a magical. And that's funny that I'm wearing my astrology jumper. That's very I don't know, mystical, magical as well. Yep, and there we go, we've hit the minute already. Right, so I've got 2 sets of love cards. These can be often very lovey as well because they've got sets of twin flames in them. Mind you, I don't always know whose twin flame is whose, but ain't that like the journey? Wow. You got to work it out for yourself. That's hilarious. Right, so anyway, let's go with this. Right, so will we do the love? Well, let's do the love ones first because I usually end with them. What lovey-dovey message do we need for the collective out there that's going to resonate with this, or a specific person finding this? Life is a cycle of changing seasons. Let us welcome each new season and surrender the past with grace. Let us remember that nothing is ever lost, for all exists eternally within our heart. That's quite interesting because I don't ever remember really reading that one for myself or anyone else. And it does feel like what I just said about the, timelines blurring and just time all kind of not even really, I don't know, time not mattering. And it's quite interesting because I was like, am I meant to share that with other people? And I feel I am. So yeah, I'll put it in the comments. I said something to a client recently, right? And I used a line out of a song. And when I used the line out of a song, I was like, wait a minute, that's a song. And I didn't have a clue what song it was. So when I Googled it, like basically I said something to her and I said, unannounced like a thief in the night, right? And I was like, what the hell's that again? Right? And so when I Googled it, it's a dance song that I loved when I was a teenager. Like, I mean, everyone loved it though. Like, it's a really popular one. But I didn't actually have a clue. It was called, I think I would have thought it was something, I think I would have thought it was called something completely different. I would have thought it was something to do with time marching or something from what I remember. Anyway, but it's called Love Story. And no, it's not Taylor Swift, but I do like that song too. And I was just kind of like, oh my God. And it is actually, the lyrics of the song are really clever. It is a story, it's not just like repetitive bullshit. It is a story. But yeah, that is going to be really, really meaningful to many, many people out there that, like I say, that are at a certain part of their twin flame journey. So yeah, I just wanted to share that in the comments. And if you don't know the song, it's just a decent dance tune. So anyway, but I know that'll come up for some personal clients there too, because I just sent it to someone else that I felt it would resonate with, but I was just guided to say that there. But yeah, the point of me sharing that is not only because it will have specific meaning, but also it is because it's like, well, it gives me that kind of vibe of like fast communication or somebody just turning up, and that is very much how I feel a lot of people's twin flames may come in, because they may have just like thought about this for such a long time, and when they know, they know. And just from, like I say, from reading and healing thousands of twin flames over the years, that does appear to be how many people, not all people's, but many people's divine masculines kind of are, that they might be very logical, analytical, really think things through, but once they know, they know. And that's why, I really do feel I am one of the people that's here to maybe give a bit more of a, I don't know, a chilled perspective on things, because like I say, there is just a lot of harsh, there's, oh God, why are we going into pure, I know why we're going into it, it's because it's my 12th house transit, so my Pluto's on a mission. But it's like there's a lot of people bashing the twin flame journey. Like I said in my video yesterday, the people bashing twin flames and saying it's not real is because they're not one. They're not one. So I understand how, there's my leopard print jammy bottoms sneaking in there. And by the way, I'm not even shitting yet. Like, these are actually Wonder Woman pyjamas again, but I didn't bother wearing the t-shirt because it's like not a very nice shape, but it's got like a leopard print W on it. It's pretty cool, but again, I just like the trousers a bit. But anyway, I digress. But there's all of that shit going on, right? Because it just seems really, really trendy to be, like, I think like people want to sort of seem like they're really sensible or something, or really intelligent because they've saw through the lies. I don't know, some shit like that. But again, it's just, people are going to believe what they're going to believe, and that's what is hard being on the twin flame journey when you are a true twin flame. There really aren't many of us. There really isn't. And that is my observation. To me, there's loads, because it's literally everyone I've fucking come into contact with, whether it's online or offline, to be honest. But that's just my world. But in general, there isn't a lot. Because like I say, I don't think I've ever heard anyone ever claim. And, I do, there are other people that channel about twin flames that are amazing. And like I say, I don't mention people that I'm drawn to, whether it's twin flames or any kind of anything, for my own personal reasons. It's really because I'm very fond of a lot of these people, and I just I don't want to send shitty energy their way, really. And again, because I know there's a lot of people that send me shitty energy. Yeah, it's protected, but again, it's just me being a mother hen. It's why I am understanding when people don't share me. Although from what my clients say, I don't think it's the same reasons. I think people don't want to share me because it's like they don't want other people that they know to see them freely sort of chatting in the comments or in the live chat now. And I get that, because like I say, it is I just feel it's a very starseed kind of quality, or very empathic kind of quality. Just some of us are more private. Anyway, but that's my reasons for it. It's kind of like, you never know when you're going to part ways with someone. And if you sort of shared all your shit where you like hanging out, and then so I just kind of think, if you're led to the same people, you're led to the same people. But also it's got, God, I've went in a really big rant here. But also it's because I don't really meet too many people that are, I rarely meet anybody that is at the exact same bit of the journey as me, to be honest. I just know that when I'm channeling, those people are finding them, or they will in the future. They have already, actually. I tend to help people that are like I say, a lot of women that show up as primarily divine masculine energy. And all of those women are in agreement with me, by the way, when I say that. It is a really strange part of my journey. And then I help them shift more into divine feminine, is what I've witnessed. And it also helps me shift more into my divine feminine, you know what I mean, by helping them, because it's like I hold both, but I'm aware that I can be very masculine with all my fire. Anyway, why am I going into such a big, massive teaching moment here? The point is that, remember, nothing is ever lost, and all exists eternally within our heart. And that's what, with that song, when I listened to it, it did take me back. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It did take me back to happy times in my life. And it's kind of like, but to me, it is just about, like, having a feeling that someone was going to come back around in your life. That's what that song's about, although I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have thought that deep about it. I definitely know I wouldn't have thought that deep about it at the time. Anyway, moving on. Let's get some more love in the house. Will we just pull another one of these, seeing as I'm on a roll? Your smile illuminates my soul. It makes me feel whole. There is no part of me that your love cannot fill. From the first moment we met, I am forever grateful. And I count my blessings each day, beloved jewel. Oh, fuck, I was going to say that. Damn it. I was going to say, if this is another one about a jewel, last night I picked 2 cards out here that were going on about a duel. So yeah, there's some sort of synchronicity with that, or it is just, like I say, somebody also looking very fondly back at the first time they met you. Yes. Interesting. Right, enough of them. What have we got here? Is it I can't stop thinking you? Is it I can't stop thinking about you? Is it I love you? Is it in fact? Oh no, I put them back. I was going to say they can't be there because I pulled them out yesterday. But I put them back in. Let's see. What have we got today? You came closer than anyone and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Well, if that ain't the Pisces season feels, I don't know what is. And that's hitting me right in my 12th house transit. You came closer than anyone and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. What that feels like is I'm very much picking up on it. Oh, so obviously this is a twin flame daily energy check-in, but I mean, let's fucking face it. Aren't they all? Aren't they all? Very rarely is it not going to be. Yeah, this is about acknowledging that whatever it was going on with you and your twin flame, you let them in a little bit more than you let other people in. But then because of that, they were like, wow, this is too intense, I need to run. Like, gotta go. Like, right, I'm going to share this really, really, oh my God, this is hilarious, because I actually had a... Sorry, my big laugh just went the screen. Right, I'm pissing myself laughing because I actually had a fry up today, right? That's not unusual, it's literally my favourite food. But I had this dream when I was younger, right, about my twin flame. And I didn't get what it meant because I didn't fucking know what it was at that time. I didn't even know, I didn't know what it was, let alone who it was. But I had this dream about him, and in the dream, it's like I'd just like made this big fry up and everything, right? And I was banging at making fry ups, right? He never got the pleasure of having a fry up, to be honest, because again, that would have been too intimate. That would have been too intimate for both of us. Anyway, but I'm just laughing. Anyway, I'm just laughing because it's like, yes, it's not too intimate to get naked with somebody, but it is to make them breakfast. Too funny. But again, I know a lot of you are going to hear me out there. Anyway, yeah, the dream that I had was that I'd just made this amazing fry up. And like say, all my friends used to brag about my fry ups and my macaroni, like I'm a good cook. It doesn't take much to make fry up, right? So the point is, this is going to have a point, right? In the dream, and think about it, doesn't matter how crazy dreams are, I'm a shaman, my dreams have always spoke to me, I've always saw the meaning, and I love listening to other people's dreams, right? So actually, I'm not being funny, if you want me to try and do something like that, maybe I should actually have a live stream where I help people unpack their dreams, like just as a one-off or something. That'd be quite fun. Let me know below if you want to do that, or like say if it's personal, book a personal session, I can help you. But in the dream, right, notice the theme and notice the feelings, right? So bear in mind, I didn't know who he was to me at this time. I just had this very vivid dream of making him a fry up, and it was like there was one for me and there was one for him. And then when we, I can't remember the details, but it was something like when we were both about to eat it, like he was just gone. Like I didn't even know where he'd went, right? And I knew exactly what it meant. It was like, the table's set, you've got everything there, you've both got, and think about it, it's two mirrored, like, it's both there for the two of you. And then someone can't handle it and they're away. I mean, like, missing it, if that was literal, whoever that was, missing out on the breakfast. But it's kind of like, I knew exactly what it meant. It was like, first of all, that's too intimate. It's like, it's one thing, and back in the day when I was a teenager, and like say, if someone wasn't your boyfriend, anyway, that is the era that I grew up in, right? A lot of people are going to hear me. It would have been crossing the boundaries. Do you mean it would just blur the boundaries? It would just, the breakfast was going in the bin. But it's kind of like, because that's the bin in the corner, if you didn't get that pun. Yeah, it's kind of like, sorry, I'm floating off into a dream now. Yeah, I just knew that it was about vulnerability. It was about taking it to that next level, and basically either someone not being ready or both people not being ready, but that it was something that was a possibility, like another timeline and another life. And I actually remember saying to my twin flame once, because it was like, oh god, I'm sharing too much, but fuck it, like, just whatever. Like, I remember saying once, right, it was like, for all these different reasons, like, you know, like the fucking, what do you call it, it's just like passing ships in the night, we'd bumped into each other, but then my friend had wanted to go home, and I wasn't exactly going to stay in the club myself with him and his pal. Although I think he did say for me to do that, which wouldn't have been the norm, to be honest, right? But anyway, I didn't do it, right? I was too shy. I was like, I'm fucking doing that. Do you know what I mean? Although I actually really wanted to. You know, it was kind of like I didn't want to, but I did want to because I wanted to stay with him. But anyway, point is, right, long story short, fast forward, I'm back in my house, get the late night call, and I think for whatever reason, now this is strange because usually we would have just made that happen. And yeah, but on this occasion, I'm just kind of looking at myself outside of my body being like, is this just going to be one of these things I film and don't put up? But I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to put it up. Yeah, anyway, we didn't end up seeing each other that night. So I remember I quoted something out Vanilla Sky and I said, I'll see you in another life when we're cats. Because that's what they say to each other in that. And it kind of just means like, you know, this is just fucking not working out. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not as if we were wanting to become love's young dream at this time. We were just wanting to get together, if you catch my drift. And I'm just thinking, why is that this hard? Like, you know, like, what? Why is all this shit getting in the way? And I'm pretty sure he would have thought about it like that too. And like I say, when it came to the separation period, would have thought about it in an even deeper way. Like, I don't know. I'll need to figure that out when we talk, like what he thought of it. But there's something meaningful about that. That's how deep I look at it. Like having a dream about fucking breakfast food. But I remember thinking that must mean something that was like, I'd went to the bother of putting all that effort in, and then it was like, I can't do this. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I can't. And it's like, so it's like the breakfast is symbolic of the full shebang. That's what, you know, when you have a fry up, you call it the full shebang. A lot of people do, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm just totally making that up. But yeah, the full shebang, like, you know, everything. And he just wasn't ready for it. Do you know what I mean? And then that is just really funny, because at that point I wasn't fucking offering the full shebang. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't wanting that either. But then later on I was. But then I'm grateful that he never gave me that, because I wasn't ready for it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. So, you came closer than anyone. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. But again, it's because he knew I wasn't ready. He knew he wasn't ready. And we had to go our separate ways. Now, let's see. Is this somebody else's story too? I buried myself and worked to forget you. And because they let you go and they didn't want to, a lot of divine masculines do that. Whatever it is they do for their work, they just try anything to just forget you. I wish things could be different. Yeah, and for whatever reason, you know, it's like they don't want it to be like that, but they wish it could be different. Right, okay, we've had enough of these feely cards, but that one's calling to me. I'm not available. Well, again, yeah, and it may be that a lot of them are not available because they're in a relationship with someone else. A lot of them, they're not in a relationship with someone else, but there's other shit going on, maybe from being in a previous relationship. Who knows? It's different for different people. What else do we need to know? Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Now that's important, because that's true. It's like, at the end of the day, it's what I always say. It's like, you know, I'm not stupid. I know for a fact that there's going to be people watching me that I don't want to be watching me, right? Whether that's good, bad, or really fucking bad. Like, but I'm not going to stop sharing, because I'm here to help people. And that's what I'm going to do. And like I say, I know that I have done absolutely nothing wrong. And whoever my divine masculine is knows that he has done absolutely nothing wrong. In regards to, we've not seen each other in years. We've not spoke to each other in years. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't care what else is... And it's really funny because I don't literally know that, but I can feel it. You know what I mean? Like, whenever other people are channeling for me, it's like, it's gossip keeps getting mentioned. And I'm like, well, gossip away. It's not exactly the nicest feeling in the world. And it'll be on my part. It'll be people that I've been close with in the past doing that as well, wondering. But like I always say, like, if people are gossiping about you, they've obviously got nothing better to do with their time. And it's kind of like, it's that kind of weird paradox of, if people are gossiping about me because of this channel, then it means they're watching. What you watching for? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's people that have followed me for years on Facebook and Instagram that haven't even clicked that I'm doing this on YouTube. Like, which, like I say, it's not hard to work it out, but that must be people heavily stalking. If people that aren't sending me nice intentions, if they find us, anybody else that's watching, it's because they actually like what I'm sharing and I'm helping them. So that's what I'm here for. Experiencing grace. Share your gifts of grace. And you say, I like to think I do carry myself with a lot of grace, but I carry myself with a lot of sass as well. And that is, like I say, that is my shadow comes in very handy. And I've made best pals in my shadow, because that's what everyone needs to do. Waves of inspiration, love are coming to you, but I keep it in balance. It's like, that's why it's like, I'm just putting out there. I'm not stupid, I do know that will be the case. But I let things like that stop me a very long time, and I'm not letting it now. And then look, it's this card again. Sarunius, or however you say it, life force, express your drive and passion. Well, helping the twin flames is my drive and passion. And a lot of my channeling comes from obviously being a twin flame myself, not just a twin flame master healer, if you don't mind. Master healer in the sense that they gave me that word. Spirit, my guides gave me that word, but also in the fact that I'm a master of my crafts. I do many things in many different ways that can help the twin flames. Sensual and sexual powers are increased, and that's not about the fire's not about to go out there anytime soon. It's only getting stronger. What have we got now? Green Tara, supreme protection. You're protected, and I'm protected with that. Even if it means that people are talking about me or whatever else, it's like people are talking about me for the fact that I don't take the fucking thingamajigger and all that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really give a shit. I'm being true to myself. It's like on the comments of that other video, the words that I said were the words of my soul, were the first one's integrity and the next word is hope. Like, I've never gave up hope about this journey, and I've never gave up hope that my divine masculine would realise what this connection was all about. I knew it would take a long time. I did know that. Didn't know it would take this long, mind you, but hey, you sign up for a soul contract and you roll with it. And yeah, I know that I've been in integrity, and I know that he's been in integrity where it comes to me. I don't know about the rest of it, because I just get on with my own life. But it's kind of like, it is kind of annoying to think like what people, what kind of people get too involved or talk shit about, any sets of twin flames. But it does happen. It just does. It happens when you're not together. It will happen when you're together. It just happens. Move beyond limitations and trust. The cords are being cut, but the cords are being cut to these situations. Like, even if it doesn't feel like you're being supported, you are being supported, right? That's enough, Spirit, because that's actually feeling like way too out there, but never mind. Shine from within. Now, this is interesting. When I picked up this deck, I did feel this card was going to come out, and it has. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. And what did I say the other day? I am shining, and I'm not even shining at 100% capacity. And when I do, I'm probably going to be moaning about more of the shit that what I've already been moaning about. but hopefully not, because I'll just be so focused on the good bits of it. But I am going to moan about this from time to time, and I'm not going to say, actually, it's not the right thing to say moan, but I'm going to, because it makes others aware of what it does come up. You know, when you shine bright, you do attract darkness as well. It's just a fact. Like people, jealousy, envious, gossip. Again, it's just people bored with their own lives. That you know, that's basically what it is. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Oh, fucking hell, I think I did in this one. Sorry, divine masculine out there, whenever you happen to come across this. Oh dear. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those for others. Well, I think I shedded a little bit too much light today, but listen. That's me flourishing. That's me shining from within, and that's me flourishing. Nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. And that is just about pay attention to signs and synchronicities. I know that there was many signs and synchronicities today that I needed to just go with the flow and let whatever needed to come out here come out, as I always do. But like I say, yeah, it's more than what my head would have wanted to, but whatever. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Right, so I'm going to trust that that is a sign for one of you out there that in the springtime, it's going to be time to start something. This can generally just be as well, because I've been saying that about myself and lots of other people, that I don't really tend to wake up until the springtime. Like, I don't really tend to wake up until around my birthday, which is April, because that is like the start of the astrological year again. Like right now, we're in the last sign. We're in the last month is Pisces. It's the last sign. It's the end of the signs, and then it's a new beginning again. So I really do feel that I'm channeling here that people that are resonating with this, it's either going to be the specific bits, you know, not specific, well, some of it, it's scary how specific some bits can resonate, but there will be specific bits of what I've channeled, either about twin flames or bits and bobs that I've sort of shared about my twin flame journey, and just anything else that I've channeled, that basically we're at the exhausting end of something. And there's exciting new beginnings around the corner. Whether that be that we're at the last sign, Pisces, before it rolls around back to the first house again. So we're in the 12th house right now. Spiritual, mystical, soulmates, twin flames, the Venus and Mars conjunction, divine feminine, divine masculine meeting up. Like it's all happening. But I really do feel as well that this means there's something coming about in spring. And it might be, for some people, it'll be that that's when unions come about. Like, union will spring into action around the months of spring. Like March, April. But my feeling is for many, many people, it's a lot sooner than that. And someone will just come out unannounced like a thief in the night. Hopefully they're no children enough, you know. Right, so that means stealing, if that is a Scottish word. I think it is Scottish. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. Well, I noticed, they always are. But this is for you. This isn't just me, this is you too. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Hilarious, because my other page is crystal clear clarity. And what do I help people get? Crystal clear clarity on their situation. So I sincerely hope that whatever anybody wanted clarity with today, that you got a little bit of something in this, because I have let that message out for 30 minutes. Let's pull one more of these. I am afraid to contact you. I knew that one was going to come out. Yep, so there's a little bit of this going on, you know. So, like I say, if someone does contact you, don't be a dick about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's taken a lot for somebody to reach out if it's been a long time. So just focus on what truly matters there. Because if you're a true twin flame, you'll just get that it was all meant to happen the way it's meant to happen, right? Draw a line in the sand and let the new beginning begin. See you later.